You have 2.5 minutes left if you'd like.
Thank you. Where's my bourbon? Well, that's right, I don't drink bourbon.
I don't think we have the proper license for that here.
Is it makeup? Mom, am I home yet? Are we there yet?
We got 2 minutes now.
Okay. So, I just can't resist. It's a new strike. That might get you down. And things seem hard or tough. And people are stupid. But not just all down. And you feel that you have quite enough. Just remember you're standing on a planet that's revolving and rolling at 500 miles an hour. At least it's all between 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned. The sun is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day. Yeah, swallowed all the 40,000 miles an hour in a galaxy we call the Milky Way. That's it. The galaxy itself contains 100 million stars. It's 100,000 light years side to side. The bulges in the middle, 16,000 light years thick. But out by us, it's just 3,000 light years wide. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day. And now it's all around 40,000 miles an hour. The galaxy we call the Milky Way. The universe itself keeps on expanding and expanding in every which direction it can whiz. As fast as it can go, the speed of light, 12 billion miles a minute, and that's the fastest speed there is. So remember when you're feeling very small and insignificant, there really most of life needs no buzz. And pray that there's intelligent life somewhere out in space, because there's bugger all down here on Earth. If we remember. Love you. Thanks for stopping by.
Stephen Champ, ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Champ. You can go to his website where he has videos and YouTubes. By the way, when I was a kid, actually, well, not a kid, but they used to teach that in high school for astronomy, and then there was another one they teach them bones, those dry bones, to tell you how the skeleton was connected. And there was another one called about going through your mouth and down through your esophagus. And those were nice ways of learning astronomy and, and anatomy and stuff like that. I guess they don't do that anymore. The kids that come into my school all the time, I'd say, let's play Mary Had a Little Lamb, and they go, what's that?
Oh, man.
Or I say, how about a Beatles tune? And they go, who are they?
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, these are 9 to 11-year-olds, man. They don't know anything about culture like 5 years back. It's absolutely amazing. And they do not teach people these songs or any of these things in school at all anymore. So there's this whole child's culture that has only developed in the last 100 years that is now dying. Just dying. So, anyway, I'd like to bring up the stage next, ladies and gentlemen, Duduman. Please welcome Duduman up to the stage.
get some of my shine. Shine, shine, please say with little old me. All I want her to do is be my girlfriend. You must be kidding me, man. You want some of my shine? Ain't nothing like drinking 2 bottles of Thunderbird wine at the Mormon temple. You only can get 1 bottle. But when so he gonna get a bottle, I get a bottle, and we just drunk Thunderbird wine. And said, ooh, and I just love to make her mine. But you gotta remember, all I want her to do is be my girlfriend. Be a friend, all I want him to do is be my friend. Oh, then leave. Please hold on. Save little old me. Orderly, please, save. My goodness. I know you want to get some of this good old shine. Shine, please. Mommy's little baby loves shortened bread. Mommy's little baby. We looked in the crib. Mommy's little baby is dead. Why they call it shortened? Shortens your life. Belgian. Cousin Belgian, he dropped dead in the field one day. Belgian, and I looked in the coffin and I said, he ain't dead. Wake up, Belgian, wake up. Ain't nothing like shine, though. Are you kidding me? You want some of my shine? Go have some shine, please, save little baby. So Belgian woke up, and everybody, oh, it's Belgian, my boy alive, my boy Belgian. But ain't nothing like a girlfriend. We're gonna go hair riding. We're gonna go hair riding tonight. Hair riding. Ain't nothing like wilding in the hay. That's where you find a needle. Just go and, just sit down. But you gotta watch it. Boy, when I was a kid, you don't want a woman to sleep. A woman didn't really, this old man came to hold this woman's hand, and she called the sheriff on her. The sheriff said, what? He's too old, I like a young one.
Oh, man. Oh, so
I like a young one. That's what I used to like going up to this older women's house. Yeah, fun. Orderly, please, hold on, say, little me. There's a unalloyed that dwell upon yonder stove. There's a killer lord. But my granddaddy, he had this hope, sweetheart. I look at granddaddy, one time we see granddaddy looking laying in bed. He was with his hug. Granddaddy came out of the outhouse. He was with his hug. Granddaddy came down to the table. And guess who he was with his hug? The woman looked up at Miss Elsie and said, Miss Elsie, how can you stand Mr. Oliver with a hug? She said, that's your problem. Y'all run off all those whores, and you ain't got a new stove. We just had a new pump put in. But Paul and the Pope, what about little old Melvin? Granddaddy left his home one day. He took it to town, he lost his hoe around. He said, ho, over there, ho. He looked around, he stole his hoe. He came back, he found his hoe broken. Some people think I'm talking about a woman, but I'm talking about a garden too. Paul and the hoe, they broke Granddaddy's hoe. Oh, let me get another drink of some of this wine. I know you want to take some of my shine. Shine, shine. Ain't nothing like shine. You ever been hooked up to a wagon? Or hooked up to a plow? Darn those Northerners. They trying to take our property. Senator Benton, I would cane them. Let him think about taking our property, those darn Northerners. What should us Southerners should do? Do the jig, baby. Have a good old time. Oh, please save Portland. Portland, please save little old me. They came to the road. They said, you got your sheep? I always carry a sheep, man. Ain't nothing like a sheep. You know, I lay down in my sheet and I wear my sheet. I keep my sheet nice, bright, and clean. Ain't nothing like a clean sheet. The sheep's minute, Montana. The minute, Montana. And the sheep's are nervous. The minute I'm a man in Montana. Every time they sheep this shit on them. My sheep are so happy to see me, they line up. The other sheep told the other sheep what's happening. Here come Bigfoot. Bigfoot and Littlefoot. Women used to say you can tell a man by the size of his foot. But they can tell. One day my foot is big, next day my foot is little. My mama said, what should we do with that boy? Give him a flexible shoe. So, one day we walk into town. Back. What's that, guys? We looked over there, we kept walking, it kept getting louder. We looked over there, there's a sweet ewe. There's a sweet ewe tangled in the fence. I said, guys, give me a hand. They said, we gotta go to town. I learned the secret is enema intuition. A little shave in here, a little there. My sheep said, they don't show me. They don't show me. Because if you take a sheep, they just, what the hell? Y'all gotta excuse me a minute, I gotta get some more shine. What? You want some shine? Shine, please save little me. Anytime I run in my grandson down to go, they get a drink, they go, This is the way you do that. Loose the gases for my rice. The worst thing is, Granddaddy, he gonna kill that boy. He gonna kill that boy. He broke his hoe. Granddaddy took us over to the field one day. He looked at a row. He raised the hoe and lightning struck it and the rose was done. Oh, put my shine in my back pocket. It's easier that way. Ain't nothing like shine. There's a movie called Thunder Road. Thunder Road. Boy, I know what a movie. It was about the Shine Runners. Robin Mitchum and Michael Mitchum. Oh, that's about and Gene, what's that guy? Gene Barry. He told us the revenues. Man, they try to cut us out of our profit. Ain't nothing like white lightning. That's what they call shine. But anyway, Waterloo, please, please, just please say little, oh, me.
Doodoo Man, put your hands together for Doodoo Man, ladies.
I do the vibe.
Now our poet, a resident poet and writer, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, James Conrad.
Hello, folks. Wow, poet. Very high compliment, Mr. Natural. So my usual ensemble of musicians are absent today, so we just have me. My name is James Conrad, and this is my book, Zurdo Cleans House, which I have been promoting now for over a month. I ran it as a series on latest.com, a news and op-ed website with a fairly explicitly liberal slant. And for those of you, I see a couple people here who I haven't seen in here yet, so I'll just give you a basic rundown. It's a story of a young man who is wrongfully convicted of murder and child molestation, and it's basically about institutionalized racism and injustice. And over the course of this series, you will see how society treats a man as an enemy, and thus society creates an enemy. And without further ado, I give you episode 5 of Zurdo Cleans House. Zurdo sat down in the booth in the visiting room, holding the telephone receiver to his ear as he looked through the wired glass window at his sister Rosa. Her face was a mask of anguish and exhaustion, and her eyes were bloodshot from crying. Her 6-year-old daughter Juanita sat on her lap, hugging her tightly as she could, saying in a soft, sweet voice, "It's okay, Mommy, I love you. Don't be sad." "Zurdo," she said, her voice breaking as her chin quivered. "Mama's dead." Zurdo froze with shock, feeling himself go numb. "What? When did it happen?" he said. "How did she—" "She had a heart attack yesterday afternoon," whimpered Rosa. Zurdo let out a sigh, leaning forward and cradling his head in his hands as his throat became tight. "No," he said in a breathless tone, overwhelmed by guilt and anguish that he and his sister could not hold each other on account of the wired glass partition separating them. After a brief pause, he sighed and said, "I killed her." The last word getting stuck in his throat as 2 big, fat, hot tears fell from his eyes. He wiped them away and sniffled. I was a terrible son. Nothing but trouble." "No, Zurdo, no," said Rosa, sobbing even harder. "She loved you. She always loved you, even when you were up to no good. She took you back when you got clean, remember?" "Doesn't matter," said Zurdo, shaking his head. "I let her down. I know I did." "You didn't let anyone down," said Rosa. "She always used to tell me about how proud she was when you got your life back together. All the time. Also, she knows you didn't do anything wrong. She told me so." "She can't save me now, though," said Zurdo, covering his face with his free hand. "Nobody can save me." "Oh, don't say that," said Rosa. She took a deep breath, wiped her eyes once more, and looked her younger brother in the eye. "Listen," she said. "Look at me, Zurdo. Please look at me." Zurdo let out a loud sigh and looked up at his sister. "No matter what happens when you go to trial, people are still going to fight for you. I'll fight for you. Did you see the picture in the newspaper?" Zurdo nodded as a tear fell from each eye. "Yeah," he said, at long last smiling just a little. "You guys looked good." Rosa managed to muster a small grin of her own as she dabbed at her eyes once more. "Don't give up, no matter what happens," she said. "We love you and we believe in you always." Zurdo nodded. "Thanks," he said. Rosa looked down to talk to her daughter. You want to talk to Uncle Zerto, she asked. Okay, said Juanita. Rosa lifted her from her lap and sat her down in the chair and gave her the telephone receiver. Juanita looked up at her uncle. Uncle Zerto, why is Mommy sad? Zerto sighed. Because your abuela is dead, and also because I'm here even though I shouldn't be. Oh yeah, I know about that, said Juanita. We went to the park yesterday and stood around holding signs. It was fun. I know, he said. I saw the picture in the newspaper. Are you ever going to get out, Uncle Zerto? Zerto shook his head. Probably never. Why not? You did nothing wrong. Zerto trembled for a little bit as a fresh tear rolled down each of his cheeks. That's nice of you to say, he said, but... Paused for a moment, trying to think of the way to explain it to her so that she could understand. It's complicated. Sometimes, even if you've done nothing wrong, that doesn't mean everybody else will believe you, and especially not the police or the court. And they've got the power, so, yeah. He threw his free hand up in defeat and let it fall back down, hitting the table. I can't do anything. Well, there must be some way to get you out. Zerto shook his head. I'm afraid I don't think so, he said. I'm sorry. I won't even be able to make your abuela's funeral. He shook his head and wiped his eyes some more. It's all right, said Juanita, sighing with disappointment as her expression flattened into sadness. It's not your fault. Zerto offered a bitter snicker. Tell that to the judge and the district attorney. Uncle Zerto, what's a district attorney? Basically the lawyer who tries to put people in jail, even if they did nothing wrong. Sometimes, unfortunately. Okay, maybe I will tell the district attorney, said Juanita, her face alight with defiant, righteous anger. He'll listen to me, right? I don't know, said Zerto. Sometimes people get their minds made up and you can't get them to listen to anybody, especially if they enforce laws. That's just how it is. All the same, I wish you well. Zerto shook his head as he smiled at his niece. Only more kids your age thought like you. After returning to his cell, Zerto tried to practice his karate, but the mental load coming with the news of his mother's death made him feel sluggish and unfocused, as though somebody had hollowed him out and filled him with wet cement. Before long, his motivation disappeared. He walked backward toward the wall of his cell opposite the concrete bench, sagged backward against it, slid down until he was sitting on the floor, and began to cry for hours. At last, exhausted by all his sadness, he curled himself up into a fetal position and drifted off to sleep. Thank you very much.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
James Conrad, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's welcome to our stage somebody we haven't seen in a while, Little Eddie.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Eddie, where you been? What you up to?
Oh, I've been reading my poems. I've been writing a lot and doing a lot of paintings, actually. I've been reading my poems, and now I just wanted to have my poems on an album. They made my poem into a song, and I wanted you to hear it.
What's the name of the song?
Oh, Dreams of You.
Dreams of You.
Yeah, just that. And while I'm doing it, I have an announcement, so I might find a way that I could put advertisement to Sacred Grounds to have more people come in on the open mic tonight. And so I'll discuss that a little later. Here it is. Okay. This is a poem I've been reading over here. It's in Limerick.
There you go.
Okay, that's how much they give you. Anyway, that's by the Paper Stars. The album is called Under the Sun, and they call my song 1000 Dreams. I might as well read the lyrics here, or how I wrote it as a poem. If I could have 1,000 dreams and just one would come true, I concentrate on one the most, the dream I have of you. I guess it's just my frame of mind, but the picture seems so clear. I feel a loss of self-control whenever you are near. I feel the chill that lovers feel when Cupid pulls his bow, and I know the pain one can't explain to be the only one to know. If I could have 1,000 dreams and just one would come true, I would hold it down with all my might, the dream I have of you. If you could have 1,000 dreams and I was part of one, your single dream would surely mean much more if you have none. Thank you. That's how it sounds in the poem, and that's how I sing my song. It cost 99 cents to download.
Thank you, Eddie. So let's get that again. It's on a thing called Under the Sun is the album, and it's Dreams of You is Eddie's part. So what was the band's name again?
Paper Stars.
The Paper Storms?
Stars.
Stars. Ah,
Paper Stars.
got it. The Paper Star. I've done that in my bedroom. Welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Casada. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That was me, it's not that. Put your hands together for Ryan, everybody.
It makes me look a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it makes you look bigger.
I'm going to play a song that I wrote less than 24 hours ago. I usually don't do this, but, you know.
Keep it fresh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ryan Fernandez.
So,
Ryan Hernandez.
Alright. This is about a girl I used to see called Virginia. We used to buy and sell cars. We were sitting on the back of my porch, swinging back and forth. I was reading the poem I wrote you back when we were grade school kids. I said, darling, wanna go for a joy spin? You'd always jump right in with the car top down, the radio loud. I turned to you and said, girl, we're gonna run this town into the ground. Virginia, you're more pretty than the moon. Virginia, you look so damn good, it gets me laughing. Now I just can't believe the truth. No, I just can't believe the truth. No, I just can't believe the truth. Boys in the parking lot in front of Bobby's store, and we shoot some pool that night. We didn't bother keeping score. I could tell we'd fallen in love, and I could tell it got you real scared by the way you pulled my hair and said some swears to show you care. I'll never forget that. You look so pretty when you're mad. Virginia, you look better than my Cadillac, it's true. Oh, Virginia, you're more pretty than the moon. Virginia, you look so damn good. It gets me laughing. No, I just can't believe the truth. No, I just can't believe the truth. No, I just can't believe the truth. Now I rarely see you, but I think about you every day. I've seen your face in those magazines that bad boys use to get their way. I wish you didn't rip me open, or at least you could have sewed me shut. I've been trying to replace you, but no one's made the cut. I could see us in the kitchen, dancing arm in arm. I'm sorry I didn't grab you when you went running down the block. I'm sorry I didn't catch you when you ran into his car. Oh, Virginia, where are you? And who do you think you are, leaving me alone? Virginia, pick up the phone. Oh, who do you think you are, leaving me alone? Virginia, pick up the phone. Oh, who do you think you are, leaving me alone? Oh, who do you think you are? Virginia, pick up the phone. Virginia, pick up the phone. I've been on hold for years.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right.
My friend Liz is tuning in. Hi, Liz. And she requested this one. I don't like being new. I don't like being old. I wanna be fresh. Does that make me bold? I wanna hit the lowest, the deep down lows. How low can I go? How low can I go? I wanna be tough, a little rough on the edges. I ripped holes in my sweater. Does that make me pretentious? Or am I the man that I must be insane? 'Cause I walked hours in the rain so I could feel a little bit more pain. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now can't you save my soul? Whoa, whoa, when I'm locked between two stones. I'm a little afraid and I'll be ashamed, and I'm blue. I'm a little more broken than a beat writer poet. Over you, or can't you save my soul? Or will you save my soul? I've been to a river that had taken me, where it wrecked all my gums, 'cause I swallowed my teeth. And I wanted that life, but it developed a need. Now tell me who smokes a pipe when they can't stop the bleed. It's slow suicide. a little bit more pain. Whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, yeah. Oh, can you save my soul? Oh, will you save my soul? Oh, can you save my soul? Will you save my soul? Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Thank you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure, why
How
not?
much time do you
4 minutes.
got?
I have one for you. It's a 15-minute night.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry I was late.
Show ain't over.
I was gonna say, show ain't over, you ain't late.
Forgot my paper that says all my chords on.
Ah.
All my capo. What capo I need to wear.
Your cheat sheet, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll do 2 minutes songs. When I was just 15, we went to the moon, and the man there said close, but to return soon. So we ran to Jupiter. We ran around its rings and we crashed into its moons. But we learned all sorts of things like our minds, our oceans, as pretty as you know it, and they're filled up with creatures that are all sort of glowing. And the minutes went by, we had to say goodbye, but Jupiter, it won't be long. And I drank up all the punch, then I spit it up to hell, and my mind was playing tricks on me. And I tried to warn my friends that they would not come down, but my words, they swam into the sea. We were swept up in the comets, we couldn't make it home. We were thrusted to Mars, the fires burned a hole in our brains. Our ruins, the smoke filled our lungs, and we were sweating, almost sleeping. The pain has begun, and the fevers came on like the sun came out, and it wanted my life. I was too afraid to fly, yes, I knew it. It's not my time to die, so please release me. Let me fly off to the moon. And I drank up all a bunch, then I spit it up to hell, and my mind was playing tricks on me. And I tried to warn my friends that they would not come down, but my words, they swam into the sea. But my words, they swam into the sea.
Yeah, you said 2. About 2 minutes.
So my songs are so short, I
So
can be a
short,
hardcore
yeah.
punk band.
Do 50 little ones.
Whatever the case may be, you're on a hot streak tonight.
Thank you. Well, I told my dad I blew a .24. He said, I'm gonna kill you, son, if you do that anymore. I said, no, Dad, I'm lucky that I didn't already die. He said, thank God. Now don't you ever drink and drive. I said, no way, Dad. I only drive high. He said, wow, then you're real lucky to be alive, wise guy. Think just because it's smoked in a pipe, that means you're sober. You've only got one life below. Your truck could have rolled over. You could have crashed into the dust. Then what would have became of us? I'm sorry for the guilt trip. It's just tough love. mountain, and I sweated out for a week, and I seen a whiskey bottle in my dream every time I sleep. Got an aching for it growing in my head. I finally believe this alcohol is gonna get me dead. I swear to God I'll never drink again. I swear to God I'll never drink again. I swear to God I'll never drink again. Oh, I swear to God I'll never drink again. Thank you. My name is Ryan Casada.
Ryan Casada, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. And now let's welcome to the stage a comic we all know, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome Colin Holtz.
Man, thank you guys. Thank you everybody.
There you are.
All right, so I told my dad I quit my job 2 weeks ago. I didn't tell him that I actually quit it like 4 months ago. And he was worried, and he totally should be, because I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I have absolutely no idea what I'm gonna do for a job at all. Everybody that I know who makes a lot of money never went to college. Like everybody that they make like anywhere from 45 to like $80,000 a year, and it's like really humbling to admit, like, oh, I'm 20, I'm a college graduate, and I've never broken 20,000. You know. So that's where I'm at right now, and it's weird. It's weird. I live in a house with 10 housemates, and they're all dudes, and it's disgusting. Like, yeah, it is like a dorm. It's like a dorm or a frat house, and it's like the nastiest thing ever. Like, they don't clean their hair pies out of the drain. Like, when I take a shower, I'm afraid it's gonna turn into like an Asian horror movie. Like, some lady's gonna come out and fucking strangle me to death, you know? The dishes are like, they just stack up. Like, nobody does their dishes. Like, we've thrown out so many pots just because they have mold in them. Like, it's ridiculous. I think I'm probably like one of the only people that does his dishes. It's one of the nastiest places I've ever lived in my entire life. Hopefully the nastiest. Hopefully that's as bad as it gets. Let's see. The craziest thing there is like, we just have like, you know, we invite our friends over, we'll have parties, you know, and like it's gotten to the point where we've had to make rules that are like, if you don't pay rent here, you can't have sex here. There was this one night.
Good rule.
Yeah. There was this one night where I was going to our extra bathroom, I guess that's what you'd call it, and it's the door to our back deck, which is like burned down 3 times, and then you know, we can't tell that to the property manager, so we just like look at it and we're like, well, it doesn't look that bad, and then we'll fix it ourselves. And I go to the bathroom, and then like I hear these people outside, and I open the door, and they're just like having sex on this back deck that's like already burned down twice. Like they're putting their lives in the hands of this like deck that who knows what the structural integrity of it is, but it's definitely not strong enough to handle the power of coitus. You know? So like I open the door, and then, you know, it's like one of those nervous things where somebody grabs the door and they slam it shut like they're in the bathroom, you know? I don't want you to see it. So, spread eagle.